Hey, good morning. We've got these 4 KTM 950s that we've all recently purchased, and they're pretty much unproven, and we're taking off on these to do a 1,000-mile ride, or 1,200. I don't know, we'll see. We'll go wherever we want to go. But we're going to take a look at each bike and talk about them, and talk about what they came with, how much we paid for them. Let's see if they're reliable. Just anything we can think about. You know, these are they have value? Are they still worth it at 25 years old? You know, just anything we can think of regarding these bikes. You know, I think there's going to be some good information for you if you own one or you're considering purchasing one, because you can get a great deal on these. So we're going to jump right in. We're headed down. We're leaving from Washington State, about 40 miles south of Seattle, and we're headed down into north central Oregon to do part of the Backcountry Discovery route. So all right, we're already about 90 miles in, and Washington has some excellent off-road opportunities. There's Mount Rainier in the distance. So we're going to get on down the highway, fuel stop in probably 30 miles. Okay, that's a ways down there. All right, now we're in Randall. It's time for our first fuel stop. And hey, if you own one of these, you know these bikes are thirsty. We're going to see what they get. I kind of already know. Some of them get wildly different mileages than the others, and we'll talk about why. We'll get in depth on that later, but let's see where we're at right now. Snack time before we head down into the interior. Yeah, we checked our mileage. Well, 3 of us did. One of them we're guessing, but yeah, we did some off-road. We're squirreling around a little bit, but my bike gets, this bike gets 32 miles to the gallon. And that's it. And we'll get into jetting a little later and why these bikes get such different mileage. This machine only got 35 miles if he did his calcs right, but he normally gets closer to 40. And yeah, Fergie's bike, that's Fergie. Peace out.
I average 35.
Yeah, he's at like 35, and you're at 34 on this machine. Yeah, so yeah, a couple of the bikes have jet kits and a couple don't, and they all have aftermarket exhausts, and they all have stock air filters, and I don't know that you really need a jet kit on these just to run an aftermarket exhaust system. Again, we'll talk about that a little later in the video. It's time to travel. Mount Adams in the distance. That's down in southern Washington, and that's where we're headed right now. Starting to warm up a little bit, and that's good because we're all kind of freezing ours. It's kind of cool this morning, but we've had some rains and there's hardly any dust. Roads are excellent. Let's go. We're right at the foot of Mount Adams now. We're taking a little break, a little photo op, and the bikes are working great. We're about 150 miles in now, headed for the Columbia River down on the Washington-Oregon border. Yeah, bikes are doing great. Conditions are great. No dust. It's excellent. I had a leak in fork seal before I left, and I ran one of them seal savers, popped the dust seal out, ran one of them seal savers off there, and I don't know, yeah. I think I got it, at least for this ride. Yeah, I got the trailer hooked up too, by the way. And in case we need, I got the crash truck, mechanical truck, in case we have a problem. Yeah, we're not going to need that. This is Doug.
All right, here it is.
I guess the way to do this, it's a scenic stop. We're going to talk about one bike and where it came from, how much you paid, what year is it? We don't.
I think it's 05.
It's an 05.
Are they all 05s?
No, Ours are 06s, I think.
Oh, mine's 05. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
So this bike I bought, and you ended up with it, and you gave me $4,000 for it, right?
Sounds right.
Yeah,
Yep,
$4,000, and it hadn't been ridden in 10 years.
Sitting in
But-
a warehouse.
Yes, but it was stored nice. The carbs were drained or whatever. It had ethanol free in it. You took the tanks off, checked the carbs, but we probably could have just started it right up. It was clean. It was clean inside. And it came with a bunch of goodies. You have hard bags for it, right?
Yeah.
Came with hard bags. Came with some add-on foot peg dealios, you know. Highway pegs. What?
One of those. I think that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Essentially the change.
Aftermarket clutch slave cylinder. Had the kickstand. Yeah, the aftermarket kickstand, which is important.
Gets it off the.
Yeah, I don't have that.
And
34,000 miles, right? Yeah, a couple different windshields. It had a bunch of goodies with it, right?
yeah.
Front discs were a little warped. Did you try to straighten those a little bit?
Yeah, I didn't get it very. It still feels.
Still pulsing a little bit.
Pulses a little bit going down.
I had to put a new back tire on it. Well, it had street tires. So we put Tusk 2 tracks, so you had to invest.
Big old plate, and then also
Yeah.
that plate.
Oh yeah, that little guard there. And all these bikes came with aftermarket exhaust. And yours has the twin, has FMF twin exhaust.
And a big
And a
old
big old rack. Yeah, a big old Black Dog Works Burley rack.
And then I added these bars
Oh yeah, yeah.
since I
Put
took
those
the,
guys on
the
there.
luggage
So,
bars off, and
yeah.
makes it so it keeps the soft bags off the plastic.
So, yeah, and you had that one issue last year where the ground lead came loose and it started running crappy, and then back at the motel it just wouldn't start. But we figured that out right out in the parking lot. We got that sorted out. A lot of these already have heated grips.
Because everybody adds it.
Yeah, that's key. And your hands still got cold this morning. The suspension, a lot of these bikes, the suspension's already been done. They've already got the skid plate on them. All four of our bikes came with hard bags. This one you had to have the fork, had blown fork seals, right?
Yeah.
You had TBT, rebush and do the seals. So that's it. We'll talk about more when we think about more. We'll take a look at some of these other bikes at some other scenic stops. We're trying to not do it in the motel parking lot or at a gas station. So yeah, more to come. Hang in there. Dang it, that's a problem. Yeah, we'll just have to route around that. It'll be okay. We've got plenty of fuel. We're good to go. Okay, now we're over in Central Oregon up on the plateau near Bend, and we just fueled after 180 miles. About 40 of that was dirt roads, and then we got on the highway, burned for 120 miles or so, 125 on the road. This bike got, what'd you get, 40?
41.
You got 41. I increased to 36. Yeah, my bike is freaking fat. Real fat. They said they could smell the fuel. Dang it. You got 45?
No, he got 40. No, not 45.
What'd you get?
I got 42 and a half.
You got 42 and a half on the black machine. And Fergie, I thought he said he got 45. We'll find out in a second.
He's dragging a parachute.
Yeah, 42 inches wide on those bags. They're freaking ridiculous. But convenient.
Wow.
Yep, Fergie got 45. That's freaking killer. With the pipe, with
all his gear's hiding behind his fat ass.
a pipe, everybody has stock air cleaners. Your bike runs fine. You don't need to jet these, right? Your bike runs fine. Somebody tries to sell you a jet kit, tell them to freaking kick rocks.
Only if you,
You
put
don't-
an intake on it.
Oh yeah, if you put an intake,
Put a
yeah, that's
Rottweiler
different.
on, if you put a Rottweiler, you need more fuel.
Yeah. 335 miles today-ish. We're at Redmond, Oregon. Yeah, got a good ride, no issues. Yeah.
steering stabilizer.
Yep, you suck.
Yeah, they work freaking good, I'll tell you. Well, you know, I left my 2024 Tenere at home to ride my super rich KTM. Gets 35 miles a gallon. And I'm tempted to not. I'm not going to compare. I'm not going to compare. That's for another video, folks. So yeah, maybe like and subscribe to Krusty Cycle, because that's coming. KTM versus Tenere. Well, yeah, we're here now. These are the sisters, right? The mountains were in Central Oregon. Fergie,
Yes.
you're the second guy
Second guy.
to buy a KTM.
Yes, sir.
And your bike came with a bunch of goodies too.
It came with a few. I bought mine after I rode Doug's. I've had it for about a year and a half now.
And your bike was, of the four machines here, your bike was the mintiest.
Yeah, it was super clean with under 20,000 on it. It had about 18 something or other.
And
I just turned 20 here just a couple rides ago.
And you say you bought a little bit on an impulse. You kind of paid the guy. You didn't beat him up.
Yeah, I paid. I'm not
paid
sure.
a little
I paid
premium.
$6,000. It was impulse buy. It was the only one on the market, and it was in really good
You
shape.
wanted one right then, right there, and it is the mintiest one with the lowest miles.
Yep.
And it has a bunch of goodies.
Little dust rub marks.
Oh yeah, you'll get that. Got another one coming.
Yeah.
Sounds like more dual sporties.
Right, guys.
Right on, man.
We got those pipes coming through. I like the old 950s, 990s.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Speaking of Tanneray,
Was that Tenere?
that was the old Tanneray.
Peace.
Man, that's cool looking.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, your bike has dual fans. Came with.
I added the second fan.
You added the second
Yep,
fan.
I added it.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're good. And it already had the mount for.
Nope, I put that on. I put the triple clamp
You
and
put-
I pulled the stabilizer off my 300.
Okay. All right. He's gonna pop a wheelie. You know he is. No. Freaking sounds killer though. Doesn't it?
Yeah, so
Okay,
I bought
so-
the BRP mount and I pulled the Scots off of my 300 XC and I put it on here for the time being because this is the one I'm riding.
Did you put the? It came with hand guards though,
It
right?
did come with hand cards. It came with the Cycra.
And you put these dudes on,
Yep. Those dudes
So-
sound like Doug.
and you put the kickstand. You put the aftermarket kickstand. It didn't come with that, right?
Nope. I just put that on here a couple months ago. The
Yep.
Black Dog.
Yep. And then you're still rocking the OEM.
That needs to be replaced. I had it off here to put the bracket on, and there's a bunch of cracks in the aluminum, so it's going to get replaced.
So, and your clutch has been fine. Everybody's clutch is okay. Do you get any chattering out of your clutch at all?
No.
Yeah, mine's chatters a little bit. Have you heard about like clutch basket issues with these at all?
Not that I've heard.
Yeah, I've seen some things. And
I'm digging.
got the T4, the Thai Q4. It's
Yep.
got a nice note to it. It's not super
Discontinued.
loud.
You cannot find them
Yeah.
anymore. I've even called FMF directly, and they said nope.
All right, so this bike has been reliable. The one thing I saw at that one time last year, it acted like the neutral safety switch was doing something weird or something. You'd drop it in gear and it'd die,
That was
right?
probably my kickstand was down. It
okay.
just happened to me today too.
Oh, is that
I didn't
right?
realize-
Okay.
I thought I got it up.
Okay. All right.
And with the fan came on that one time, and the blades were buzzing on the
Oh, yeah.
on the hose clamp there, so I spun that out of the way. That was
Right.
about it.
All right.
Other than that,
I think that's it. That's it for now on this bike. So, yeah. So, there they are. We're going to keep motoring. We got, it's about a 250 mile day or something like that. We've got some riding to do. So, we're going to get after it. Come across an accident. Guy crashed or got out of shape over one of the water bars, and I think he's okay. The bike's destroyed though, but we're just glad he's okay.
Oh, boys, how you guys doing?
All right, man.
Hopefully better than us.
Yeah, no showers just now, huh?
Yeah.
Literally just.
Yeah. Wind knocked out of you?
A little bit. It was face first. I went over the handlebars.
Oh no. There's these water bars along here. They're a hoot till they're not. Some of them are rollers and some of them are abrupt. This is one of the abrupt ones. Okay, another little rest stop. We just refueled. We've been pretty much off-road all morning. Yeah, 28 miles to the gallon. Yeah, 28 miles to the gallon on this. 34. 37 and 37. These suckers are thirsty, but none's as thirsty as mine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you got a little leak or two. Dang. Well, we better pull that up into the shade and fix that, or you're gonna end up. We're gonna end up throw a new tube in it.
I don't have a tube.
Dougie got a tube.
I might have a tube.
Otherwise, yeah, we're going to be doing it on the trail. A lot nicer to do it here in the shade. Here in the resort town of Sun Rivers.
If that's the right size.
I like watching guys change tires. Honk. Yeah, one thing about these carbureted bikes, you come out in the morning, 45 degrees, they don't even need choke. Even the ones that aren't jetted too rich. I don't know, something about the idle circuit. Oh, this bike likes a little choke. Did you have to use choke this morning? He has to use choke. He gets 45 miles a gallon. But yeah, my bike, no choke, freaking super rich. We're gonna have to fix that. Yeah, it starts right up, no choke, like 45 degrees. All right, let's rock these things. Woo. Got a new tube back in Fergie's bike. He's got a little dinger on that rim, but we're gonna be good. So yeah, we're just outside of Sisters, Oregon. It's our third day of riding. We're getting ready to head up to this place called Cache Mountain. We'll stop up there again and talk a little bit more. We're gonna take a look at these bikes. It's gonna be a little narrow. It's gonna be chunky, probably the chunkiest stuff we saw. Let's go. So we made it up here to this Cache Mountain, and yeah, it's incredible up here. It is a little loose coming up. If you got a beginner rider, they could struggle. Maybe think about that. It's only like 5,500 feet. I was surprised it's not that high elevation. So I'm the third person to acquire one of these 950s. Let's talk about it a little bit. So this bike, I literally drug out of a barn. It'd been sitting for 8 years. It had rodents in the airbox. None of the wires were chewed up, but the carbs were bad. Totally had to go through the carbs. I have a video, check that out, where I went through the carbs. I didn't adjust the jetting because I'd never heard it run. It seemed like for sure the needle was rich, but I went ahead and put it back together, and here we are. It's a fat pig. But it came with, like everybody else's bikes, it came with bags. So here's what it came with. Okay, it came with a skid plate. It came with like some modified pegs. I think everybody's bike kind of came with some peg additions. My rotors were straight, unlike some of the fellas. Nice Enduro Engineering hand guards. It came with a Scott's triple clamp and steering damper. That's pretty excellent. Heated grips. The seat is this Renazco. I guess their money. It's a custom thing. They don't even have the prices. I don't even know if this guy is around anymore that makes these, but it's a nice seat. It's real flat profile, real moto. It had a bunch of antiquated, like radar detector and really first run GPS unit. All that I took off. Yeah, bags, the rack, FMFQ pipe. has a nice note, but isn't really loud. Both tires were flat. So yeah, we're not trying to beat these up. We're just, you know, if you own one, you might be interested in, you know, how we got ours, and if you don't, these are, you know, some things that you might experience on a 20-year-old bike with, you know, 20, 30,000, 30, 40, 50,000 miles. Jim and I both, we have a thing where the bodywork comes together right here, where the brake line will lock into there. It's not doing it right now. It does it when it has weight on it, but the brake line locks right in there and kind of snaps in and out of there. It's not a problem, except for you notice it, and it's kind of irritating. My kickstand is still mounted to the engine case, and it's scary. I got to tell you, especially like coming up here, big rocks sticking out of the ground. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to change that out. My clutch master assembly is stock. The fuel pump, I've seen it. It still has the original fuel pump. It came with 2 fans, the original and the accessory fan. This bike had 24,000 miles when I bought it. Got it like over 1,000 miles on it. And I paid $3,000 for it in non-running condition. I tried to offer him $2,500 and he wouldn't take it, but really, that's probably what I should have paid for it. So I paid $3,000 for it, and I ended up putting $500 into it with tires and carb kits and everything I had to do to make it operational, and spent probably 40 hours working on it. I probably would have been better off just to go buy a nice $3,500 or $4,500 one and just been done with it. But there it is, and it's good. The bikes are working good. You just never know what you're going to find when you come up to a place like this. Very cool. You heard that, didn't you? Beep, beep, beep. Oh, it's still filming.
Here we go again.
Hey, these look pretty good laying on their side.
Just going down the same side.
Here's what they look like underneath. You ready?
Yep.
Yeah! All right, we're here at this little lake. I don't know what it's called, but the dork in the road sure likes the place. But we made it here. Yeah, the KTM 950s are freaking excellent. They're running great. There's no issue. Yeah, my machine's rich, but it still runs killer. You know, I'm just gonna have to go in and fix that on the off season. Not a problem. Yeah, my gosh darn freaking GoPro's corrupted. Gosh darn it. But, you know, so I'm trying to get a few clips, but it's not like we're trying to make a Itchy Boots freaking video or a dork in the road anyway with, you know, pretty music and drone shots and all that. You know, we're talking about KTM 950s here. And it's good. Well, my fork seal started leaking again. Yeah, it's not getting any better. Dang it. Yeah, it looks like I'm about due for steering head bearings too. It kind of likes to find center a little bit. You can't feel it when you're riding it though. But that might be an indication this thing's seen a lot of highway miles. I know. I have the worst prepared bike of the group, the guy that's making the video. The freaking chain is toast, and I knew that, and I rode it anyway. So here we are. I just got to make a little adjustment. We'll get through this ride. And then, yeah, I've got some service items for sure. This is Jim, and he has the most recently purchased KTM 950 Adventure, and we're going to talk about that one a little bit. So it came with hard bags like the rest of them.
Two sets.
Two sets of bags.
Stock ones and the set of Duratec hard.
Yep.
Metal ones.
A nice shark fin. Master cylinder guard. Heavy duty skid plate. Crash bars. Extra fan. Yep. Hand guards.
Came with everything to mount Scots, but not the.
So yeah, it was ready. It was ready for a steering damper. It didn't have one. Are your discs straight?
Yeah. Appear to
Good.
be.
A couple of these bikes came with this. Oh yeah, got some running lights. Got some running lights. And you have a Recluse clutch, right?
I do.
And it came with a Recluse clutch. And you had, did it come with the stock basket also?
Yeah. It gave
So
me
you have the
all
stock clutch stock?
stock stuff.
The stock clutch assembly.
Extra.
And yeah, the extra fuel cell. And my bike has that also. Mine isn't a Serbies. Do you know what brand this is? This is different than mine.
No idea.
It looks like it holds more. It drops down a little lower, but then it's also narrower. So the two bikes that the people have been in there doinking with the jetting, you actually have some jet kit specs for this thing, right?
I do.
Yeah. But the two bikes that people have been in there messing with the jetting have spare fuel cells. Oh. And this bike's a little rich up here like mine. You know, mostly on startup. They run good though.
Yeah.
You know, just when you start them up, you can tell they're rich. Have you had to do anything to it?
No, just put some tires or a back tire, the Scott
That-
stamper.
You had to trim this though, right?
Yeah,
You had to
the
trim this.
original one was bigger, had some other stuff on there. I
Yeah,
added the
the accessory port.
yeah.
But this was actually, the brake line was underneath this plate and it was hitting. It wasn't a good condition. No, we fixed that.
It had a rack for a Garmin here, but it didn't have the Garmin, so I used that same rack just to mount the carpet ride.
Right. And this is an 06. How many miles on it?
Had 27,000 on it.
27. What'd you pay for it?
4,000.
$4,000.
Lots of all the stock stuff came with it. A bunch of extra parts. It's also got a heated seat.
Oh yeah, it's got a fancy seat.
A
Rich's seat up here in the Northwest. That's a custom seat. You actually drive up to Bellingham, Washington, and he fits that to your arse. So those are money. Here comes a couple riding two up through one of the most difficult sections. Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Hi.
Are you enjoying the trip?
Wow, I love it.
So now you came off just right here. We stopped. I want to
We
get
came
up. She
up
see
here.
it downhill. She like scared. Where you came from?
All right, we made it back to the Washington-Oregon border, and it is a blustery son of a gun here on the Columbia River. But boy, it feels nice. Hey, the bikes have been excellent so far. We're getting close to home. We're headed home, getting closer, about 100 miles out. We're at Lake Taklak. It's beautiful here. We did lose rear brakes on this bike, but we're just getting some air out of there. Not sure how air got in there, but it did. Looks like we're getting some pedal back though.
Can hold it up.
Yep, so everywhere we go, there's lots of new bikes. An 890, a 1300 GS, and another beautiful 890 over here. Oh, we got a nice 701 Husky.
It's always an off-road.
Got the big Triumph out here. And a Tenere, another Tenere.
Then it occurred to me.
And we've got four 950s.
I'm just gonna let Jim talk to him. So then I went ahead and eased off the brake and rolled ahead a ways.
On the guys parked next to you.
Honda guys. All right, all right.
It doesn't match our club.
Everywhere I go. Hey, what's going on, fellas?
How you doing?
Good, Dave. Good to see you.
Good to see
You doing the
I
BDR on that?
saw your
Well, part
brother.
of it.
I saw your brother back in the camp.
Yeah, like freaking brand new.
It's a 20
It's a big one. It's a
15.
1290 or
1190.
1190. Yeah.
790R.
Yeah, there's a lot of new bikes out there. But these old KTM 950s are pretty darn good. So we see these guys riding new bikes and they're always like, oh, check that out, old freaking 950s. But I don't know, are their bikes really any better or much better? I don't
They
know.
don't have the technology to have to worry about.
Yeah,
Breaking down
yeah.
or going out on it. These are pretty simple bikes.
I don't know. Would you get on one of these and freaking head out towards Baja California right now? Would you go transcontinental? You know,
Why not?
I think they're pretty freaking reliable. You know, and it, you know, like you can get a decent one for $3,500. You can get a cream puff for more, and it might be worth it to get the cream puff. You know.
When you get a used one though, you're not afraid to lay it down.
Yeah, and then there's that. Dang. All right, we got a special guest appearance. We got another 950 filed in. We've got them all. We got 5 of them now. It's Mike's bike. It's an 04. Tell me about it, man.
Well, she's got 42,000 on it. I picked it up a couple years ago for like $1,300.
Oh, jeez.
I just want to see you guys all wince
Uh-huh.
when I
Ouch.
say that.
I thought we got smoking dills at like 3 and 4 and 5.
I think it was pretty well abused when I got it, so I had to do a couple things.
Yeah,
Yeah, straighten
it's
the
good.
wheels out
It's
on
got a
it.
couple little bubbles.
Yeah, that vinyl never lasts very long, I don't think. But once I got the wheels and tires straightened out on it, I've just been riding her and
Yeah, run it, man.
really can't complain too much. Top off the oil in the water and clean the air filter and
Yeah.
just go.
It's got, you know, are your discs straight? I see you got.
They are now.
like-
I got two replacement discs on it.
Yeah.
When I got it, both
Yep,
discs
mix
were
and
bent.
match.
The front wheel was bent. The rear disc was bent.
Oh yeah. Aftermarket rear too. Yeah.
Say whoever was riding it didn't exactly exercise much caution with it.
Yeah, you get that. We ride them hard, man. You know.
But it's
You
really
should-
been a hoot. After the move from the KLR, I get 3 times the horsepower.
Yeah, right.
The same amount of weight.
Yeah.
So it's a gas.
Uh-huh.
I really have enjoyed it.
Well, we sure rode the heck out of ours this week. I'll tell you what.
It's timing chain and some tensioners.
Does it need a timing chain? Is it?
It's slapping pretty good. So
Yeah.
the tensioners might do it. It's got those
Yeah.
hydraulic tensioners on the.
Right, right. Every once in a while, mine will make a little noise when it fires up like cold. I've heard a couple of our bikes do it.
What else did I do?
Yeah.
Oh, I did that that starter clutch mechanism there. I replaced that one. 'Cause
Yep.
The cams on that were gone.
Yeah, I've heard something about that too. And sometimes they can eat clutch baskets, or
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
My
I've had
clutch
that happen.
chatters a little bit.
Is that right?
Yeah, my clutch. Well, once in a while. It's done it a couple times. I don't know. Do you trust it?
Absolutely.
You certainly got a freaking screaming deal at 13
Yes,
hundo.
I did.
What kind of mileage you get with it?
Horrible. You see this? You see this?
That's fuel, huh?
Yeah. 25 to 30 on a good day.
Okay, yeah. I beat you. I saw 28 a couple times on this
Yeah.
trip. Yeah.
I mean, on the road, on the highway, if I ride nice, I can get 30 maybe.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's 20 to 25.
All right, we were out in the bush for 5 days, 1,047 miles. We got home safe. Everybody's bike worked okay. Couple little glitches, couple little tip overs, a flat. I've got some work to do on this machine, but yeah, I think these bikes, we all love these freaking 950s. They're just, man, yeah, I think that it's a good choice for a budget adventure machine. Glad I bought one. Thanks for checking out Krusty Cycle. Please like and subscribe.